a renowned and innovative lecturer, researcher, and educationist in the Department of Agricultural Education in the University of Nigeria, Assoc. This scholar is a prolific writer and has published in many journals, international and national journals, and has participated in many conferences, both at the local level and the international level. He has published in the renowned journals, Thomson Reuters and Scopus journals, a total of about 50 publications, and Akuba Keva. Dr. Uche is an associate professor in the Department of Agricultural Education in the same university. He has supervised many PhD theses to the tune of about 10, and many master's dissertation in the department, and has also performed the role of readers in other departments. He has also bear many responsibilities, both in the academic field and in the social field. For instance, he has participated in a private sector engagement as a facilitator in UNESCO's program, chaired in the university where he lectures. He is also a representative in the Faculty of Postgraduate in the same university. He has also bagged many awards in the department, in the school, and many other social engagements. He has also edited journals and has worked as LOC chairman in a conference, CETVETAR. This is the man we have privilege to have in our midst as a keynote presenter today. We are honored, we are privileged to have you, to enjoy the wealth of your knowledge, to be teacher by us. We have come to reap from the wealth of your knowledge. We are open, we are docile. We are your students today. We want to be enriched by you. Once again, we welcome you. Thank you very much.
The staff and students of Essex, good afternoon. I've already introduced our Reverend Father. I'm actually Professor Cajethan Ugwoke, teaching in the Department of Agricultural Education. I'm here to present a keynote address titled Repositioning Teacher Education for Sociology Group through Experiential Learning. Education for sustainable development through experiential learning is not only apt but truly timely, judging by the fact that the year 2030 is around the corner, when the world would have achieved the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, including inclusive and quality education for all citizens. Education remains a powerful driver of social transformation, economic progress, and sustainable development. You can agree with me that education is the key to economic development. I could remember vividly my history during the pre-colonial era, when there was no education in Nigeria. I think I was told that our forefathers were living in forests. But because of education, all of us here were able to be educated. I was sitting comfortably in this room, listening to academic conference. So teacher education plays a pivotal role in shaping the quality of learning and the capacity of education system. To respond to emerging global and local challenges. Teacher education refers to formal and informal processes through which individuals are prepared to support and continuously develop in teaching profession. Teacher education is formal and non-formal, in as much as we are educating trainees on the profession of teaching. So you are equal teacher education business. It encompasses pre-service teacher progression. I have students here in our into pre-service program, and also it includes in-service professional development. Our lecturers here are into professional development, including myself, because I'm still learning. So sustainable development goal is talking about lifelong learning. So it's also includes physical, practical, reflective, and evidence-based components, as well as attention to social context and justice. So what are the challenges facing teacher education in Nigeria? So among the challenges facing teacher education in Nigeria include our educators. Most of our lecturers need to be incorporated into e-learning environment. Even among universities and among our companies, some can employ the younger ones to even send email to maybe US or maybe to UK. So while some are enjoying e-learning already, they stay in their comfort environment and communicate with somebody in the United Kingdom. So one problem facing education in Nigeria is there is insecurity and safety, especially in the northern part of our country, where lecturers don't go to school and stay comfortably till dismissal. They will be teaching an eye to the window to make sure that he or she is safe. So without comfortable environment, you cannot teach well and students cannot give attention to what they are teaching and listening to you. Another challenge facing teacher education is poor professional development and weak curriculum. I know what's alright that not every lecturer here, not all the lecturers here in this aspect are present here. Some have phobia for workshop, some have phobia for conferences. And it's only conferences and workshops that upgrade yourself. It's only a workshop and at least for conventional one. But some people can stay online and join professional development in US, professional development in any part of Nigeria. I don't know how many of you that participated in the lectures of Professor Ugwoke this year and last year. Professor Ugwoke organized professional development among the university and high institution lecturers on a yearly basis. These years all are gone and next year will take on. I think I will send you a link. He's preparing for next one, which we collected data from the members. So you can enjoy any online course you like that become available to you. Join online courses to upgrade yourself on artificial intelligence, on online pedagogies, and every aspect of teaching and learning that can suit you. Some people don't have maybe physical examination now. I can prepare my exam and send to students and post it to students, and you attempt it and send back to me, and I will mark it online and download the results. So once time is over, the system will shut down. So this is the way we are going now. So our curriculum is not in line with present reality. The only present reality is on digital platforms. So we need to shape our curriculum. Our curriculum is antiquated and need to be modernized. We need to integrate digital pedagogy and emerging technologies into teacher education. We need to strengthen our continuous professional development. Professional development cannot be overemphasized. It is so important that you develop yourself as you're teaching. I don't think if you like it that you will be in a class and your students will challenge you. No lecturer will appreciate that. And you cannot allow yourself to be challenged only if you are upgrading yourself. Only if you are upgrading yourself. We are currently in AI generation. We are currently in AI generation. So sitting down in class and teaching with a whiteboard marker and maybe with the notes given to you when you are studying in University of Nigeria, maybe in 1982, it is no longer applicable. But now we use AI to generate your content, validate it, though we have ethical use of AI. AI cannot be utilized, proof, save, and learn. So it's only when you operate yourself that you know all these tactics. You need to adopt blended learning or hybrid instructional delivery. You mix online and physical instructional delivery. To align education with modern educational demands, we need to embed inclusive and culturally responsive teaching into teacher education training. What is sustainable development in the context of education? Remember that our theme is repositioning teacher education. Repositioning teacher education in sustainable development through experiential learning. So in this keynote, we are breaking it into three main components. We look at teacher education, we look at sustainable development, we look at experiential learning. Then we try to know how teacher education, how experiential learning can help teacher education to improve. Let us continue. What is sustainable development in the context of education? Sustainable development refers to integration of principles, values, practices, and sustainable development into teaching, learning, and educational systems to prepare learners for building a moral, just, inclusive, and environmentally responsible future. It aims to equip learners with the knowledge, skills, attitude, and values needed to build a sustainable future. Sustainable development goals. Of course, when we are talking about sustainable development goals, we are looking at what can we do in order to help the United Nations achieve sustainable development goals. So these are providing inclusive and equitable learning opportunities, ensuring that every learner acquires fundamental literacy, numeracy, and 21st century skills. What are the 21st century skills? It includes not only numeracy, but also communicative skill, digital skill, interpersonal skill. All of them are included in 21st century skills. If you are trained as a teacher and you don't know how to communicate with your students, then you need 21st century skills. In those days, before you meet a lecturer, he will paste on his board, on the door, the time to see him and the days to see him. This time around, you can communicate with your lecturer, not actually coming to see you in office, but online. So, and this time around, you need to carry your students like a bag. You need to carry your students like a bag. No longer that time we throw them away and see them as maybe non-adults. So, teachers involved in inclusive education. You cannot engage in inclusive education if you don't have that interpersonal relationship between you and your students. Teachers embed sustainability themes, which include environmental protection, climate change, social justice, peace, health, responsible consumption into lessons, into the shoe of the student, and know how to preach this. That is empathy. Teachers adopt learner-centered, that is the expression that I'm talking about. Adopt learner-centered, inclusive, and technology-enhanced approaches to ensure that no learner is left behind, supporting marginalized groups and bridging gender and digital divide. By equipping educators with knowledge, skills, attitude necessary for promoting sustainable development across all levels of education. So this can be done by embedding education for sustainable development, such as the sustainable development principles, which include climate change, environmental stewardship, social justice, gender equity, peace, and responsible consumption into teacher education program. We need to train our teachers in the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes that are aligned with sustainable development goals. And we need to encourage project-based learning, adult education service, and community. When we are teaching students with project-based and education service learning, when they graduate, they will integrate it into their learning, into their teaching system. Like you are raising an SC student now, and if you teach them problem-based, project-based, when they are employed, they will as well use project-based in teaching their own students. But we need to get training through continuous professional development. Next slide. So we need to incorporate ICT and data tools that support sustainability. ICT and digital tools is very important. Like e-learning platform, virtual lab, climate modeling apps. So then we will design assessment methods to measure not only cognitive knowledge but also values, attitudes, and practical competencies for sustainable living. Our measurement system is measured period towards cognitive assessment. But assessing the psychological and affective domain is very critical to have the right knowledge of the student's learning outcome. Teacher education programs should include continuous professional development focused on sustainability. Before we teach sustainability to our students, we must also upgrade ourselves in sustainability issues. If we don't upgrade ourselves as teachers and lecturers in sustainability issues, we cannot teach to students. So we can collaborate with ministries of education, NGOs, and international bodies to align teacher training with the national SDG education strategies. So this border on curriculum societies, then you can now modify your curriculum. What is experiential learning as a pedagogical approach? Experiential learning is a student-centered pedagogical approach where learners acquire knowledge, skills, and values through direct experience, active participation, reflection, and application. Other experiential learning is involved psychomotor, the use of hands, practical training, learning by doing. Though part of it is theoretical, but it's more practical. That after practical, then you reflect. Then that reflection will now help you to inculcate and imbibe the spirit of what you learn. Instead of passively receiving information, students engage in hands-on real water that connects you from practice. Experiential learning is a link. It is a connector. It is a bridge between theory and practice. After giving theory without practical, students may not actually know what they learned. For example, if you ask a student to write how to produce a menu and write the method of making soup, the goosey soup, students can easily do that. But if you ask students to cook that soup, that is experiential learning. Then after cooking it, the students will have some feedback. It's very necessary to provide additional transmission. So peer-to-peer assessment is very important. So like students can ask their fellow students certain questions in order to know whether they are moving on or not. So what are the long-term impact of experiential learning? Long-term impact of experiential learning. Experiential learning nurtures sociable behaviors, deepens environmental awareness, and inspire lifelong commitment to different environmental awareness and inspires lifelong commitment to sustainability among future teachers who then influence their students and commitment. What are the key long-term impacts? They include behavioral change and sustainability. Enhance environmental stewardship, bridging the theory and practice, and cultivation of sustainable mindsets, empowerment and motivation of students and educators. Then, what are the challenges of scaling up experiential learning? One of the challenges is resource limitation. That's the facilities for experiencial learning. They are limited. Large class. Sometimes in a demonstration class or in a practical class, large class is a problem because large class can or the facility will not reach the entire class. So the number of students in the class they hinder experiencial learning. A student support scale, we need to support our students so that they will participate actively in experiencial learning. This of him a teacher educator training, curriculum rigidity, cultural and instructional register, time constraint, time consuming. All these are the problems that affect scaling of experiencial learning. So one of the opportunities is aligning to the global integration sustainable development goals. Aligning to global sustainability. Technology integration. There was a set of that we need to integrate technology into the system. Putting support and reform, community engagement, teacher empowerment and identity. So all these are the benefits we rely on scaling up experiencial learning in teacher education. We have student engagement and skill building. Institutional innovation. So we get good benefits to perform through curriculum innovation, digital and stronger community partnerships. By embedding sustainability principles into teacher training program and scaling up practice-based strategies, teacher education institutions can prepare educators who not only deliver quality learning but also serve as change agents in their school and communities. What are the recommendations? Linking theory with real classroom and community challenges. Federal and state government should increase budgetary allocation to teacher training focusing on modern facilities, ICT lab, renewable energy resources, and the digital learning platforms. Regular professional development workshops.
Please, a lot of applause for him. You think it's easy to stand for the past how many minutes to... A round of applause, please. This is